Welcome back to Beholder to No One, or Beholder to One Shot. Today we are doing a Faith Reborn. We are back with our lovely three guests, Potato, Brianna, Jeans, and Chaotic Darby, who I will let them all introduce themselves in a moment. We are playing a advertisement game called Braith Faith Reborn. This game is available for level 1 to 4, and it is a lovely little 40-paged book, and you can buy it on Roll20 as well. So you have everything set up completely for you, including this lovely map that you can see on the screen, and a bunch of other maps, NPCs, and all your handouts. So we're going to use that for the first time, and I'm not used to using Roll20, so bear with me. But first, let's go down and have everybody introduce themselves. Let's start with Taylor.
Hello, I'm Taylor, or @_potato_ pretty much just on Twitter, if we're going to be honest. I'm not really anywhere else, but I am on at High Shelf Collective, where I run games, play games, make pretty graphics, as well as graphic designing, running, and playing games over on Leave the Tale. So you can find me in either of those places doing super fun things. And hey, I can also do those super fun things and make pretty things for you. So hit your girl up.
Maybe making my website, maybe.
Heck yeah.
And let's go to Brianna.
Hey, I'm Brianna Jean. You can find me as a DM and producer over at Pseudonym Social for Aboard the Opal Star and Tempest Multi. So we've got the Esper Genesis 5e actual play following an unlikely group of friends as they try and find their as they try and find a home among the stars and figure out one of the many, many, many mysteries they find, because some of the biggest mysteries are closer to home than you realize. And then Tempest Multi is my Southern Gothic reality twisting monster of the week, or at least that's season 1. Season 2 is something else entirely, and it's gonna be great. Also, upcoming Call of Cthulhu campaign, Beyond the Crumbling Veil. Look for that in September, and I'm just excited to be here. Excited to get to play Jenna again.
Yeah, and finally, Darby.
Hello, my name is Darby, otherwise known as Chaotic Darby on the internet. I'm a TTRPG player, streamer, possum, and all-around menace on the internet. You can find me doing stuff and things. You can find me as Chaotic Darby on Twitch and Twitter, and yeah. I don't know what I'm going to be doing when this posts sometime in the future, so just follow me on the social medias to see what's up.
Right after Gen Con.
Right after Gen Con? What?
If that helps change what you're going to say.
Nope, I can only think 1 week in the future at a time,
That
or
is
6
fair.
months in advance. No in between.
I know in September you can find 3 of us in a game of Sleepaway, DM'd by Taylor on Weave the Tale.
That shit.
On Fridays at 3:30.
That sounds fun.
Eastern.
And you can find me at Beholder to No One on Twitterverse, or you can find me producing over on Chaotic Wonderful, where Brianna is also a part of our little cult there, where we help make sure that everybody has a safe and inclusive time, so that everybody feels welcome in the TTRPG realm. Our new season will be starting, or is starting today, actually. So go check out our go check out our first episode of Vason tonight at it's either 6 p.m. or 7 p.m. Eastern time. But if you check out Chaotic the number Wonderful on Twitter, you can find out exactly when that's gonna start. But let's get.
Not gonna lie, I was confused there for a second, and then I realized this is not coming out on the same day we're recording it.
Yes, that's August 11th. So if you're listening to this after August 11th, then you missed it. But there's a VOD, so it's okay. You can go watch it anyway. And also check out our Quest RPG game that starts on the 16th. It's our new actual play run by Ellen.
It's gonna be great.
Now, let's get into Faith Reborn. Blackbed, the city where there's always a good deal around the next corner, and you don't have to look far for a good drink either. You're walking down an alley that is being scrubbed by street sweepers, and even their regular work can't keep the cobblestones from turning darker and darker. The Black River, the massive stream of ash that splits Delverath in two parts, runs right outside the city walls. Ashen particles are blown into the city by the wind. Even on a calm and sunny day like today, you can still see them in the air like lost little snowflakes. You have just finished a quest, and Blackbed was the nearest town, and you're here to just rest, relax, recuperate, get your supplies rejuvenated, and perhaps look for your next job.
Well, that went better than I thought it would. Ready to find something else?
Do you think they have like? Oh, I forgot on something. Do you think they have like hot springs or maybe some sort of like mud mask things? I'm really looking to recoup, and it seems like it could offer something odd or nothing at all.
Worth looking into. I've not experienced these things myself, but they sound rather pleasant.
Mm. There's this wonderful little spot near the coast where they do like seaweed wraps and such. At first, it feels a little weird, but after, whew.
Nature is better at restoring than most people realize.
Mm-hmm.
Nature is very good at restoring. Woo, woo.
Oh, I bet it would make your feathers so soft.
She is already rather fluffy. As I imagine she's eating
Just the feathers poof up a little bit. And she just kind of like fluffs.
Well, I guess first stop's maybe find an inn or something, see where we can hang a hat.
Sounds like a good plan.
Okay,
Very tired. Whoo, whoo.
it's fair.
Very.
Very, very fair. So there is, you can find an inn easily enough. It's just your standard tavern. There seems to be a Goliath woman wearing some adventuring gear of sorts that seems like it's a little older than it should be, and she's behind the counter cleaning some glasses and filling orders for people. And she just looks up and nods her head at you all and says, welcome to the tavern. And literally on the door, on the thing outside, it said the tavern. She doesn't seem to have a very high...
It's nice and straightforward.
Yeah, just, where's the tavern? Oh, it's right there. What's it called? The tavern.
It's very handy for travelers because sometimes you come into a place and it says like the knotted hole, and you're like, what is that? Is it a shop? Is it a restaurant? Now we don't gotta.
Or brothel.
Exactly.
Woo, woo.
Or sometimes brothel.
The Goliath begins laughing.
I went to one where it was an apothecary. That wasn't too surprising. The next place it was very different.
Yes.
Well,
Don't say things. Just don't.
we were definitely looking for a tavern and inn, so you made it much easier for us. I'm Juniper, by the way. What's your name?
Vakio.
Oh, that is a beautiful name. You said Rekia, like REK? Sounded?
No. Vakio. VAAKIO.
That is absolutely wonderful. I think we are just maybe passing through or looking for work if you know where to send us. But I think more than anything, maybe a drink and a pillow for the night.
I can definitely get you a drink if you wouldn't mind running an errand for me really quick. That would be lovely. But after your drink and food, of course. And then if you do so, the inn will be on me for tonight.
I just look at group. So
Certainly, we're happy to help.
I just need you to go to a potion shop. It's in the inner city, which I'm not much welcome to sometimes. But
Sure that nods in understanding the tall half orc. Sometimes people have strange beliefs about some things. Apparently, having this one with me pointed at Ida makes me a little less. It disarms people.
That's fair.
Like standing on a stool so I can see over the bench too, like in front. And Drenna's still like 6 feet taller than me.
I feel like Drenna probably just has like carefully lifted you up to put you on the stool.
Thank you.
And it's one of those, like, if you're okay with her doing that, she will absolutely do that for you. But if you're not okay with it, she won't.
This is a very mutually beneficial relationship we have. I can get the things on the low shelf. She gets things on the high shelf. And our wonderful friend here can fly and get things very high.
Yes,
There's nothing
together
out of our
we're
reach.
a shelf collective. Whoo, whoo.
Yes, we are.
Oh god.
A high shelf collective. Whoo,
Didn't
woo. Or a
take us
low
long
shelf
to
collective.
be around it. We have a
We're
pun
not
trainer.
picky about our shelves. Oh, that's right. I have to do that again.
I think we're at like 5.
Yeah, I'll just start us at a solid 5 tallies, and then we can just keep going from there.
There's a shop called Janar's Potions and Herbs. If you can go there, they have the herb that would be. It's real good for back pain. It shouldn't be too expensive, like a silver or so, but
I'm familiar with this.
That seems very much within our capabilities.
Certainly.
What else, if you don't mind me asking, what else does y'all's interesting city have to offer? I see the nature's a little volatile. But what about the buildings, the people,
the people are decent. Kept busy by cleaning mostly. Keep your nose out of everybody's business and you're fine. Though the city does have some sections that are meant for residents or luxurious areas that some people can't even dream of being in. The upper quarter where you're going is one of those places.
I will never understand why people arrange their cities like this. Isn't it? There has to be a better way than locking people out like that.
Honestly, it's
Just
because
never
the rich
understand.
people don't like to be reminded that they're not the only people in this world.
That's an unfortunate reality everywhere, and I call my people backwards.
Yeah.
Yeah. It seems the ones that think the most highly of themselves are usually the ones you should worry about.
And they're usually the most useless.
Very true.
Unless you know how to talk your way. Unless you know how to talk your way into getting in their good graces, and they can be very useful if money's the issue, but some of them like to hold that over your head too, so.
Yeah.
Well, a lot of things get held over my head. Whoo, whoo. Nothing new.
Trina is pointedly avoiding eye contact with Ina as she says that. Just does the guilty dog thing of like, just look away.
These legs are just swinging, like sitting on Draina's shoulder, just swinging her little like what?
Talon feet.
Talons.
Yeah, the little thing.
Draina's taken to bringing like little replacements for that little patch for whenever it gets worn out by the claws.
Yes. Well, do you think that we would have any sort of issue getting to this part of town, or is that still a more traversable area for travelers to get this potion for you?
Adventurers are usually accepted because y'all have more money than most of the common folk here. So they make exceptions.
How shitty. Well, we will then gladly. Is there anything else you need that you having trouble getting in the area?
Oh, that's all I would be able to afford either way, but that's all I needed. That's fine.
Is there anything else other people may need? More common things that they're harder to get?
I'll ask around and let you know when y'all come back.
Absolutely.
I
Well,
don't mind giving back to those who have less. Makes
or
the
aren't
world better.
able to get what they need due to shitty power structures.
Exactly. Sometimes I wonder why I don't just go back home, but adventuring with you is fun.
I would be too bored if I went home.
I enjoy a chance to be able to make a difference.
Well, I think I would just like, I don't know, maybe a little bit of meat if you have it, and then we can hit the road.
She will give you mead and refuses your money.
Well, I refuse to take your money to buy your potion, so how's that?
Perfectly fair.
Trina is fully planning on putting some coins under a napkin before we leave. Just like, you can't stop me from paying you for this.
Also, Nikki, I don't know if I see on stream there's a map, if we're supposed to see that in Roll20 or not. If so, we're on the wrong page. Players, what's...
Also, if my crocheting gets distracting, let me know, and I try and keep it off camera because I don't sit still well.
You're fine.
I usually doodle.
So you all go to the you end up going up here through the inner circle, or the inner city, I should say, and out of it to go past and up to the upper market quarter where Janar's potion shop is. Right over here.
Trina's just walking around like she owns the place. She's used to the weird stairs.
As
I'm
you
just wide-eyed at all the just like city things. I'm like, wow.
Trina's
has,
also
like,
probably
goggles.
carrying both of you so you can look around.
Yeah, like such a good viewpoint.
Edith's got the lenses over her eyes. It's just like staring at everything owlishly.
Okay.
It's just like
What is everybody's passive perception?
15.
14.
13.
Okay. Ida, you overhear some people as you're walking closer. You see the potion shop up ahead, and you hear people walking by muttering, I can't believe they've already opened the place. He's only been dead for a month.
I mean,
Would you-
Brianna has a response, but Trina was a little too focused on not dropping anybody.
Would you mind terribly repeating that? Because my internet just sort of fuzzed out for a hot second on what they whispered or
It's,
muttered.
it's strange that they already opened the shop. He's only been dead for a month. I know he's been, and then you hear another person saying, or the other person whispering, I don't know, I know they cleared his son as being the one that did it, but I don't know. Every time I look at him, I just get kind of this weird vibe.
Can Ida hop over, like hop off Drina's shoulder and just sort of like hop, hop, hop? You know that like hopping that birds do when they're on the ground?
Mm-hmm.
Just gonna hop, 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 hop.
Yes.
Who died?
It's rude to listen into conversations, but
Sorry, I can't help it. I hear everything.
Ashfolk Janar, the owner of Janar's Potions and Herbs.
Oh, did something happen? We were going to the potion shop just now.
Oh, he was, it is rumored that he was murdered, but his, son, his foster son took over the family business.
That's terrible. Imagine Drita definitely stopped when Ida hopped off, walked over like, "Where are you going?" When did this happen?
Happened about a month ago.
Fortunately, they still haven't found who did it, or have they?
I don't know. They're being very hush-hush about it.
It's very odd.
Well, I'm sure it's hard to talk about your father's death. I'm not surprised it's very hush-hush.
You think the people in charge of keeping it safe would keep people updated if they had caught the person or not?
Maybe they haven't, and so
Well.
they're still investigating.
What an absolute tragedy.
Drina's puzzled by the fact that people in charge are not communicating that the potential murderer is still on the loose, but she's given up on questioning settlements like this.
Well, thank you for your time.
Well, and I mean, it is a rather large city. I don't know. I'm from a very small community. Maybe it's something we should keep our ears open for, see if there's any other troubles, or if this was just a one-off tragic event as we go through.
Maybe it's another fungus guy
Or if we
spreading
have
juices.
Oh, never.
stumbled into a
I
problem.
hope not again. We've run into too many of those.
I feel like he was a
That's
pretty
what I
fun
feel
guy.
like. I'm being paranoid, but after the last city we stumbled upon, and so many people are getting lost and murdered or kidnapped and turned into creatures. Maybe my mind
The
is just
gods
wandering.
are certainly guiding us to some very interesting situations.
It'd be quite the hoot.
That is true. Do we have a destiny, y'all? Are we meant to travel around and help those? I'm not gonna be beat around the bush. I don't know very much about gods and the such. I grew up in a very small village where we mostly revered nature more than a being. But
Well, if you
y'all both
want to
are
know
rather
more
holy, aren't you?
if you want to know more about a god, I've got brochures.
Are you talking, Dobby? So I cannot hear you. I see head bobbing.
I can hear you.
Actually, I can't at all. I don't see Darby either, except for in the screen share.
Darby disappeared and then reappeared for me.
Uh-oh.
Tech gremlins.
Tech gremlins.
Is there a way I could have accidentally clicked something to make her disappear? I don't think so.
Maybe refresh? I don't know why I said that, because Taylor can't hear me.
I'll just unmute
Darby
you
says
to
maybe.
the other one and hear what you're saying.
Oh, would you? Yellow. I was saying, maybe if you don't know much about gods, you could always learn about mine. And pulls up a brochure and is like, I'm always happy to share the teachings of...
Insert God's name here.
Insert God's name here.
I mean, I'm not opposed to it, that's for sure, especially if they're sending us on some destiny mission to save people.
Regardless,
fun.
I just love teaching.
My
Get in the bus,
faith,
kids.
my faith comes more from choice and less from knowledge. My religion's a +1. But I believe in preserving those who created, not losing how things were, where we came from.
We had some elders in town that were big fans of I think Melora was a name. We're very much about the nature,
Yes.
so that's my only real knowledge.
Yes.
And I definitely am not feeling her in the middle of this city, though it is very interesting. It's a little devoid of my usual comforts.
That's why we travel.
Is there anything else you wanted to do before going into the potion place?
I think we've just been walking and talking after
Mm.
I collected my smalls back on my shoulders. It's the best way to not lose them in crowds.
I really like too that how our cameras are set up, like me and Ida on either side of you.
Yes.
So it's like we're actually there.
Okay, so you walk into the potion shop. Inside,
I see total blackness.
Fog of war.
She was like, wow, this is super dark. I can't see.
Magic.
It's strange, my dark
Magical
vision stopped
dark
working.
Yes. My 120 feet of dark vision.
Should be able to like either edit it in the setting up at the top or on the left side in those tools you can like adjust where the fog of war is or isn't.
it doesn't have fog of war. Right, hold on.
Is it on maybe like a GM layer or something?
You see it now.
Yes.
Okay. It did. I was on the wrong server. Or the wrong map. Inside, you see a man. Looks like a man. Why is this not opening? There you go.
Oh.
Oh.
Hello.
What's up?
Okay then. What is going on with your face, buddy?
Yeah.
That is not a thing I actually say.
He looks like he's not very vain.
Just the look of
Sounded
disappointment.
like the witch from Banjo and Kazooie.
As you walk in, he goes, "Oh, welcome to the shop. Can I help you with something?"
Yes, we came here looking for. She says the name of the thing that I've already forgotten.
Yeah, some sort of back pain potion.
Oh yes.
Ailment treatment.
And you can recognize this is a half elf. That's a shadow blood half elf.
Okay.
Though the veins are not necessarily normal for a shadow elf. He goes into the back and gets a couple of things and brings out some moss of sorts that is more of a mushy paste now. And he hands it over. Says, "This is about 3 silvers worth. I'm assuming it's for somebody else, but I put some extra in to cover enough for a month instead of just a week.
Ooh, can I
That is
Very, very kind of you. Thank you. And I think Drina will also ask for some other, like, common healing things that last for a while that may be hard for people with less money to get.
I just like to look around the
antibiotics,
shop.
ibuprofen.
Basically,
Give
like things like antibiotics,
Yeah.
Neosporin, and ibuprofen.
You can buy, like, we'll say if you're willing to spend like 5 gold, you can get enough to probably help about 20, 30 people.
Neat.
Yeah.
I can picture what you mean.
Can I investigate a Rudy around the place? Ida's just fascinated with this shop,
Sure.
as she is with most things. I'm just
Hang on. I'm going to mute my Discord tab. I'm getting a lot of messages, and I don't know if you can hear the pings, but there we go. No, you can't hear the pings.
When you investigate, there are a bunch of potions of all different types. A lot of rare potions, specifically very rare potions that are way out of your price range. There are some herbalism abilities, so they have kits where you can say, make your own healing potion kit type of deal. So 25 gold for a basic healing potion to make your own if you have the herbalism kit. He sells the herbalism kits as well. And a lot of random ingredients that are used in magic casting.
Oh, I need those now. Hold on, let me see what I need. I need. Okay, I have rope. I can't help but notice you have some very odd ingredients, and I was having some trouble as we were walking up. I usually do some foraging for my spells and such, but once we got our road here was less filled with bugs. Do you by any chance have some hind legs of grasshoppers?
I do actually. We're running a little low. I haven't been able to go out and get some, but I can give you what we have.
I would greatly appreciate it. I've learned something rather fun.
And he'll give you. Do you only need one?
Yes, it does not look like it's consumed, so I just need one.
So he brings you one. It's like a copper.
I appreciate you very much. I'm Juniper, by the way. We are traveling through town, and we just absolutely love your establishment. And you are
Gavrin.
Gavin. Everyone here has the most wonderful names.
You mentioned not being able to get out much. We're going to be in town for a while, so if you would like, we can, whenever we step out, see about gathering some things for you. Help restock.
Or if there's anything else you need, I've heard you. I'm sorry if I'm overstepping. I've heard you've come into some tragedy lately, and I know what it's like to lose a father. I sympathize.
He sighs and he places his hand on the desk to stabilize himself a little bit. And you can make an insight check if you would like.
Am I good at that? I'm all right with that. Uh, 15.
He's not just in emotional pain. He seems to be holding his stomach. He's in some physical pain as well. But he, is tensing up and trying not to show it on purpose. And he just,
you need some healing?
Yeah, you don't look like you feel too well.
That is also something we can help with if you're comfortable.
They are very good at it.
There's no help in it, unfortunately. But I appreciate your offer, and I appreciate your offer to go get things, but I don't think it's necessary. I don't think I have, I don't think I'm going to be here much longer, honestly. But
is that like you're moving or something to do with the stomach pain and these black veins? Sorry, I can be a bit abrupt, so just tell me to show off if you need. I don't like beating around the bush.
You all seem like...
Can I roll roll a medicine check?
Sure. You all
See
seem
what training would know.
like you're good people. You came in here to offer assistance already to people that aren't in this area. Not many would do that, so I was attacked the night my father died, and I was just cut once, but whatever was on that sword caused this, and he points to the things. It's not contagious, it's just it is what it is, honestly. I look healthy everywhere else. The couple of veins don't show to most people, and the problem is inside is slowly withering away.
Have you tried seeking restoration at the temple? I know that can help with many things, at least improve if not cured.
I have. I've been to the clerics. I worked in a place called the Goddess's Garden. There's so many people in this town that are trying to figure out what's going on, and I don't know. Go ahead.
Does a poison of this nature sound familiar to Ida at all? Or can she root around in her memory for something?
Also, I got a 12 on my medicine check, so
You it's a disease, not a poison.
A disease.
That will be what is received by Draina. He will eventually say that clerics and alchemists in the city have tried to cure the affliction, and nothing has come of it.
That's odd.
has anyone tried to find who was the one that attacked you? Perhaps the answer lies in where you received the wound.
I don't think there's much time to find him. I have. This is gonna sound silly, but my father loved to tell me stories, and one of the places he told me about was this wondrous city of Dracon. Sorry, I misspoke. This man did not work there. Janar did. He used to work at a place called the Goddess Garden, a greenhouse in the City of Shades. He loved to tell me stories about beautiful magical plants that grew there, and amazing healing power some of them had. It's a long shot, but I'm out of options. If you're willing to go, try to find it. I can give you 100 gold pieces each.
I mean, we were looking for something to do anyway, and this could help many people.
I would want to go with you, though, because I don't think you coming back it'd be too much of a risk.
That's fine by me. Is this what killed your father, or was it the attack itself?
He seems reluctant to talk about that, but he'll say, no, someone broke in and killed him, and then only cut me. Honestly, he seems angry for a second. Honestly, it's probably just my mother just doing this to spite me.
Your mother?
Oh.
Why would she do something like this? Pardon, that's a personal question, I realize.
I don't know.
Is she known to have some sort of weird magic like this or connections to people like that?
That's a great question.
Has she run into or perhaps been bitten by strange creatures in the woods and then started acting weird afterwards?
Because we have seen that. Well, kind of.
At least twice. Potentially a third time. We were not able to confirm what was causing that strangeness.
Yeah.
Nikki,
Mm-hmm.
could I cast Detect Poison and Disease?
Mm-hmm.
Because it allows me to identify the poisonous creature, disease in each case. So if I cast it,
No, I'm out of coffee, and that's real sad.
will I be able to know what disease afflicts our dear friend here? Our little lad? Our rotten soldier? A good time boy?
That is a great question. I'm trying to find the first question that was answered or asked. Because it doesn't tell me.
My rotten soldier. My good time boy. Rotten soldier. My sweet cheese. Let's go.
Yeah.
Stumping the DM with questions. 101.
There's a lot of information in this book.
Mm-hmm.
Quite the hoot. Sometimes you can't just wing it.
I'm going to say that you can't tell what the disease is.
God, get this. Oh,
But he will explain. My mother, he says something like quotes, was a heroine, Serena Millar. She had her own slave named Cain. She's a vile person and decided to have a child, me, simply for an experiment. She wanted to see if it would follow in her footsteps, or if Cain's influence would be bigger.
Sounds quite vile. And someone that would definitely be capable of such a thing as this tragedy.
Yeah,
What were Cain's abilities?
I just think she meant kindness, honestly.
Well, you seem very kind.
That was the problem for her.
Yeah. Well.
Sounds like a problem.
Unfortunately, my father died, but Janar took me in and has raised me since.
And now she's
There's-
found you.
Yeah, I know it was a Shadow Blood assassin, and I know it was an infectious blade. But after he cut me, he fled. Honestly, I just have to hope that what my father told me is real and the magic exists.
Well, I think we do not dilly-dally and we get move on. Maybe stop by the tavern, drop off these things, and hit the road. I'd hate to waste any sort of time on whatever timeline you do have.
Sure. Perhaps take a couple of things to help keep your strength up as we travel.
Yes.
We have some abilities if things start getting a little dicey.
If anything, maybe grab some willow bark or something to chew on to help you not be in as much pain as we go. Do you have any sort of transportation, wagons, horses, anything to speed this along? We are usually on foot.
I have actually one thing better. Hold on a moment. And he will disappear for a moment and come back carrying 6 potions and a small device.
Oh.
And he puts the potions in his bag. I'm gonna bring these with me. I'm not returning. More than likely, but you can use them if you need them. Some healing potions, potion of invisibility, growth, and poison. But this device he holds up will teleport us there. It's a one-time use thing.
You say you're not coming back. Are you hoping to stay in the city or move on somewhere else?
Just in case we don't get the heal.
I'd still maybe move on somewhere else. The people here don't seem quite kindly, and you deserve a fresh start and something better. But that's just my 2 cents. Well, can we
We'll
make
get
our
you
way to
there.
the tavern? Yeah, and then use your device and leave from there.
Is there anything else you want to take with you that you may want when you resettle elsewhere?
Mm-mm.
We may have to know of a few that would appreciate your skills.
No, I don't need to bring anything else.
If you don't mind ducking through doors, my hometown is very pleasant.
It
is a nice place. It's just a little small.
Yes.
It's actually kind of funny because Jerry and I were supposed to be delivering something to a hero the day that all of this went, the day the apocalypse happened years ago. And he has held on to this for the entire time.
Well, it's like he knew you'd need it someday.
Yep.
Perhaps we'll be able to find some unexpected help when we get there.
He should be able to get us there and then back. To whomever wants to go back.
Good.
To the tavern.
Yep. You all quickly get back to the tavern. And you provide the items, and she's very thankful. Do you provide all of the items to help divvy them out amongst people?
I keep back if there were like some like bandages or stuff, like just a little bit, but most of it we're gonna give.
She's just like, oh my god, thank you so much. That is, by the gods, that is the kindest thing anybody's done.
Just find a place to keep it so people will be able to find it when they need it. And perhaps don't let the nobles know that you have this. They tend to get hissy.
That is fair.
But the people who I trust you know what to tell. So the people who need it know where to find it.
Yeah. Well, I wish you luck on your... They look over to... Great, Gavin, and I'm assuming you're going found a job?
Yeah.
Yes.
But Gavin's good people.
Yes,
Well,
yes.
and hopefully not we figure out a way to heal you of your ailment, but also clear your name with those snooty people up there. I can't stand broomers.
Can't stand them. So some of them can get rather funny with the garbage people come up with.
You are, he asks Vaco, Bakio, whatever the heck I called her, Bakio, if he could borrow a room just temporarily, and she nods, and you all go in there, and he holds the item with you all near him, and the rune begins to glow. Its light gets brighter and brighter, immersing you all, and then a moment later, as the light fades and the little black dots that are in your eyes when you see sudden light begin to fade, you find yourself in a different environment. The ground below your feet is a mixture of thick ash and dark rocks. If you take a step forward, the grime and smudge on the ground sticks to your boots. The air you breathe feels empty, and every gust of wind blows up fine particles of ash. It's hard to imagine anything could be alive in this place, yet you notice small patches of dark grass on the sides of a shallow stream of water running through the devastated land.
There is some life. Perhaps we follow this, and we will find what we're looking for. She's saying this with just total confidence. Like, that is how it will be.
Is this something we should keep our eye out for to know if we're going in the right direction?
If we go north, we should reach Gavenaw's Citadel. I don't know if anybody's around or survived, but if they did, that's where they'd be.
Onward.
Okay. So we get to roll on a table.
Oh, goody.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
Yay.
Okay. So as you're walking through the land, I need somebody to roll me a d6. 2 people roll me a d6. One person roll me a d6.
I'll roll a d6.
No pressure.
5. 5 Tarasques fall out of the sky.
Yes, 100% what happens.
Nope. Just as long as they don't have oblexes inside of them. That's just that's a no.
As you are walking forward with all of your passive perceptions, you will see a small pool of compact, wet ash, thick and sticky. And you almost step in it, but catch yourself right in the moment, realizing that it looks like if something gets stuck in it, it would be very difficult to get out.
This looks like a goo. Let's not step in the goo.
Can we tell how far away this goop probably stops?
You can easily walk around it.
I want to jump over.
You can...
Just because you can.
Just because I can.
Make a perception check.
Perfecto.
And then give me high-low.
Oh boy. High-low?
Mm-hmm.
What does that mean?
Tell me
I got a
high or low.
13. Oh shit. High.
Okay. With 13, you can tell that it's probably about 30 feet. So you are pretty sure you can make it.
I'm pretty sure I can make it. Like, get back a little bit.
Sure you get a run and start.
And then I run. And then I jump. And my little 4 feet tall body rockets 48 feet forward.
Make a dexterity save to see if you can land.
Absolutely.
I feel like
just because you can jump doesn't mean
that'd be hilarious. Land. Oh my god. It wasn't that 1, it was a 2. 9.
Drina notices you jumped and we just see her like failing to grab onto the back of your shirt. It's like,
yeah, it's like, no.
It's like, oh yeah, I keep forgetting you can jump really far. You have the special shoes.
So
I found them in the bushes. They're
I
great.
rolled another d6 to see what would happen on the other side, and I rolled a 5 again, so you land right in the sludge. And you jump
I'm like,
full, and like you're
"Oh."
2 feet in, basically, because of the force of your jump, and you are stuck.
I thought it would be
why
fun.
we don't go
It was
jumping
not.
when we can't tell what's on the other side. We've been over this, Trina says she
And
goes
before
over
the
to
party,
pull you
I
out.
mean, I saw that 30 feet were good, and I should have just held back, but I just kept going.
and before the party is able to get there, a skeleton wakes up near you and starts attacking.
Yes, let me track it in the goop.
Of course.
Looks like he has a bone to pick with us.
Does a 12 hit?
Nope.
Okay, it
I think
swings
so.
a dagger at you, or short sword at you, and misses.
Like, rude. I just, like, kind of barely move back.
Oh,
that.
wonderful. Undead.
Is it in the goop?
It's at the edge of the goop.
Oh.
It's within 5 feet of you, though. You can hit it.
Oh, yeah, I want to hit back. If I can just
I'm not
start swinging
gonna-
on it.
It doesn't have a lot of hit points, so I'm not gonna roll initiative. But
Cool.
yeah, you can get an attack on.
Well, 23.
Yeah,
Skeleton.
that'll hit.
Cool. I rolled a 1 on my damage die. Oh, that's 6?
Yeah, it's still up.
Okay, I'm gonna hit it again because my 2-weapon fighting. I got
Okay.
my 2 short swords. That's a 24.
Mm-hmm.
And then this one is 7, but I get to roll a d8 because I have Colossus Slayer and it's now below its maximum hit points. So that's actually 15 damage.
All right. You are able to easily dispatch it.
Just like hitting its like shin bones.
It's easy enough to take care of, and it falls. No longer a threat.
Nicely
I think
done.
I need assistance.
It will take
Come
a
on,
strength
lift your arms.
Make a strength check. Draina.
I have the special
Can
thing,
I
so my
give
strength is
guidance
nice.
Sure.
to Draina? So you get an extra d4.
Cool, because my strength check was terrible. That is a 13.
That is enough. You are able to grab onto the back of your friend's neck and yank her out.
Look at
I
that.
picture like I was like I had lifted up the arm, so I pictured like kind of like grabbing kind of near the goop, but just gently. She was trying to not like harm you, but just like slowly pulling you out of the muck.
I did say I wanted a mud bath, so
I'm not sure if this is the best blood for that, but maybe when we get closer to our destination, that one had the skeleton in it.
that is true. But now I can be super sneaky because I smell like the area.
And you are covered in sludge.
Yes.
We could have been sneaky without the sludge.
That's very true. But now I'm super sneaky.
Unfortunately, I have nothing that will be able to get this off with, but perhaps someone has this spell?
No,
No one has prestidigitation?
nope. I'm a cleric.
This is exactly why you take that spell.
Gavrin says, I do, and then uses it to get rid of
No,
the gut. Oh.
yeah. I appreciate
Thank
it.
you.
Thank you. Perhaps once you're better, you can travel with us for a while until you find a place you'd like to settle down, or we can help you find a place.
Found family, anybody? Hoo-hoo.
Maybe
Basically, can we keep him?
Mom, can we keep him? I promise I'll feed him.
maybe if I survive.
You will.
You'll survive.
You will.
Oh, by the way, on
Okay.
his back he has a instrument.
I see a little bard.
I
He is a
I was
bard.
literally just thinking about Drina saying we really need to find a bard.
He is a bard.
I have a question
Mhm.
real quick. After Edith's like, you'll be fine. Can I cast can I, like, as we're traveling, just like pull out some tarot cards and quickly do like a ritual of augury just to be like,
Sure.
is he actually gonna make it? Or are we gonna find a solution for his little problem in the town?
Smart.
Great.
I imagine you are
question.
laying your cards on Drina's head.
Yeah. I think Ida's made like a little like a box, or like a little, like those tables on airplanes, but like one that
Out
like
of the
fits
back
on your
of Draina's
shoulder.
helmet.
Yeah, just like just sits
Drina's
down.
used to this. Drina has actually had things added onto her armor to make this easier. Because also traveling through muck, I don't want to have to help get Edith's feathers cleaned.
I clean myself.
Well, yes, but this would be incredibly difficult for you to get out. Also, I don't know if you should be eating this. Because
Just
owls
like
preen with their beaks.
surreptitiously like removes whatever is in her mouth.
I will say that. So that's a woe or.
Yeah, wheel woe.
You get both.
For the next 30 minutes. Yeah.
Meaning it can go either way.
Cool.
So there's a chance.
There is a chance, yes.
So you're saying
Everything's going to be fine. Now, do you want to learn the ABCs of Orcish?
Ooh.
Sure, I guess. As you continue to walk.
I think
like,
Drina
turn-
like kind of distracts to just like telling stories because like she grew up with a bunch of druids, so like telling stories about that and all the people we've helped, trying to kind of help him feel better. Also, pass the time and get his mind off things.
I'm gonna just, as we're going to, just keep a really good kind of look around, make sure we're staying on a path, doing that good old ranger survival thing.
Yeah, with your
From my
ranger
viewpoint.
with your ranger eyes, you can easily continue to follow the river, and through the ashen landscape, it eventually leads to a ruined citadel that rests upon a great rock. There seems to be a path upwards onto the rock, but at the foot of it, there is a human knight.
It looks like someone survived.
Maybe they'll know what's happened here.
Is this an alive human knight? Is he like standing? Are they standing up? Are they?
They're alive. He will greet you all. Hello, welcome. He seems like on defense a little bit, like defense position, and he's wearing some pretty thick armor, like really nice armor. Draina, you would recognize the way he is standing and the iconography on his shield, though it's old and worn, that it seems to once to have belonged to a paladin. So whether he is a paladin, was a paladin, or has this from a paladin, you're not sure.
Yeah. And I will say, Drina's armor has a lot of like plant and nature motifs on it. Just that's also a new armor that she got. And she's going to like as she walks up, she's pointedly like keeping her hands away from weapons. Help the deities.
How can I help you? I'm Elberon, Brightstar. What brings you to village of Daracon.
Just out of character reference, do we know we just need to go through the citadel to get to where we're going, or this is just kind of like past, like we just can keep going past it? Like, what is the relation to this with our magical, possibly real city?
So the village is first, and then the citadel. Like, if you look at the map right now, there are 3 things on there. There's the village, there's the citadel, and then there's the tower. So you can see the citadel. You're not in the citadel yet, though.
Oh, like on this whole rock, if it's in
Yeah.
this. Gotcha.
Yeah, so where this little man dude is, that's the village?
He is at the base of the rock. You haven't started climbing towards the rock yet.
Oh, like up there. Gotcha.
But like the like city of shades, that is what this, we assume this place is.
I believe
Past.
City of Shades is the village of Daracon. Don't quote me on that, but I believe that's the correlation right this second.
Okay. I think I just kind of look to Gavrin.
He walks up and he says, "Hi, we're here to go see, we're here to seek medical help, for something." And he tries to explain it to the best of his ability. I was diseased by a shadow blood assassin. And the man nods and says, well, I can bring you to Tuvar. He'd probably be the best one to know about this.
It would be very much appreciated.
Mm-hmm. I would also appreciate.
He will bring you to Tuvar. So you walk, as you're walking, he offers to, if you can give me a promise, I can give you some information, but give me a report on what you find, please, with wherever you're going.
Sounds good.
Have you, certainly, have you not been in the city?
Not just the city, just wherever you're going. I like to have an eye on things, and I can't necessarily keep an eye on everything all at once, so as I'm patrolling around here, making sure skeletons don't come by, maybe you can give me a heads up on what's going on elsewhere.
Insight check? Just casual insight check?
Sure.
That's 21.
He seems to be telling the truth.
Certainly, and maybe we can find a way to help you deal with these skeletons. They're annoying, from my
Yeah,
experience.
you have one less that you have to worry about. It didn't seem to get up and start crawling again.
He will bring you to the village of Dracon, and you will be brought to see Tolvar, who looks like the picture I just shared.
We're all just like, everyone we come across, we can help you with that problem.
You will not, or we'll say that you have some basic knowledge. He is considered an ash folk. Ash folk.
That is cool art, I have to say.
Yes. Ash folk. Is considered like kind of a metamorphosis. You're transformed into it because instead of dying in the fire, he was transformed into this. Some people consider it a curse, some people consider it a blessing. It's like a second chance of life. But they were all created by the apocalypse when it happened and all the fires that broke out. Many people came back as ash folk instead of as just dead.
I imagine like Dreen has been curious about that, but she doesn't treat them any differently than she would other people unless they give her a reason to.
Mm-hmm. So on your way there, you are told oh wait, I'm sorry. So reading comprehension is a good thing and you should use it. Tolvar will offer that deal to you, not what's his face.
Okay.
Oh, the guard. Gotcha.
Yes. But he will greet you, and he is nice enough. He says that he has a lot of historical knowledge and scripts from the Citadel, which he's willing to share if you promise to return and report your findings. It's going to take me a bit to go through everything and find what you need, but if you want to rest and just talk to the locals, you can. There's a little shop for some basic items, though there might have been some more valuable things found recently, I'm not really sure. Or you could just come back in about 30 minutes and I might have something for you.
I appreciate it. I do want to grab a little bit more rope if we could, but that's it on my shopping list. I'm quite packed.
Might be interesting to walk around a bit outside, interact with people, learn more about this place.
You walk around. It's pretty quiet. It's not a large town. There's a town hall. There is a couple of homes that are bigger, a smith shop, a well, and there is a crypt further to the east. And then you see some farms with some wagons nearby. And it's all in front of the Citadel, where there is an entrance into. Right over here on the south west.
Quite impressive.
Could Edith like fly? Just sort of like, I'm gonna just see what I see from up there, because I'm short and I'd like to see tall. And she's gonna flutter around, just like. See if anything catches their eye.
Don't be gone too long.
I'll be gone for 6 hours. I'm kidding.
Pretty sure there was at least one screen. It's like, oh, I'll be back in a few minutes, and then got distracted. Which led to this whole adventure that we got sucked into. We could just stand away walking around talking to people, or if anyone wants to do anything.
Yeah, I think I'll just wherever seems to buy rope. I need to get it in the 20 foot intervals instead of my big old ream. So
Yep, you're easily able to get everything. And while you do that, we will end this episode and come back next time for more adventures.
oh boy.
We need a group name.
Yeah, we do.
Other than Two Smalls and a Tall.
That's what it is now.
I mean, that's like our sitcom show.
Hoot, holler, and a jump.
What was that?
Hoot, holler, and a jump.
That's fun too.
And I just want to go on like a whole ass adventure with y'all. That'd be fun.
Maybe we can make that happen. But we're gonna go on break, and we'll be back. Well, break for us. It's going to actually be the end of the episode for you all. So, really quick, can y'all just say where they can find you? Starting with Taylor.
Yeah, you can find me at _potato_ on like Twitter and stuff. And I got like things pinned, and that's where I tell you what I'm doing. But most of the things that I do are over at High Shelf Collective, where we play all sorts of fun games and make crazy cool things, as well as We at the Tail, where we also play fun games. And I do graphics for those things and videos, and hire me.
Yeah, do it. Brianna.
I'm Brianna Jean. You can find me at Brianna Jeans on Twitter. Find most of my podcast stuff over at Pseudonym Social, where I have a Board Able Star and Tempest Multi, both of which I'm working on season 2. So that's exciting. And at some point, hopefully in September, Beyond the Crumbling Veil, a Cthulhu campaign set in 1939 London. Lots of fun times. Yeah, we're working towards, fingers crossed, a September 1st release.
Awesome.
Because that's days gone. And I'm also on the Graveyard Tapes, which you should check out. Season 2 has already started airing, and oh damn, it's good.
Darby.
Hello, my name is Darby, otherwise known as Chaotic Darby, on Twitch and Twitter. I'm a TTRPG player, streamer, possum, and all-around menace on the internet. I do stuff and things on the internet. You can find me doing the stuff and things. Best way to keep in touch with that is on Twitter. Yes, I also help with Weave the Tale. I'm the community manager there, so... And also, I play games. Sometimes. Maybe.
Sometimes.
It's hard to say.
Just a few.
Only a couple. Just a couple, you know.
You don't have a problem.
So, no.
I understand.
Not at
I
all.
don't have a problem either.
Mm-hmm. We don't have problems. What? Look at all of us.
It's fine.
4 people without problems.
0 problems.
None.
And I am Nikki.
Definitely not overworked.
No, not at all. And I'm Nikki. You can find me at Beholder to No One on the internet, or you can find me on Chaotic Wonderful as the producer, or Weave the Tale as the product manager, and also as a player for one of our games, Sleepaway, currently. That starts September something or other. September 19th, I think, is the week that it starts. That's not the day that it starts. And you can also find me on 2000 Tales role-playing on YouTube every Friday night. We might be still currently doing a D&D charity event right now, but soon, Monster of the Week will be back with Weird Web, second half of Season 3, where my character just lost her wife at the end of the last season. She's sad. But you have to go listen to the entire podcast to find out what happened. All 50-something episodes. They're all very short, though, so... yeah. And we will see you in about a month. Bye.
Bye.